California's Communities is supported by the California Redevelopment Association Foundation, a statewide organization made up of cities, counties, nonprofits, and private businesses sharing a common goal of bringing renewed life to neighborhoods and downtowns by expanding local businesses, creating jobs, building affordable housing, restoring buildings, and improving public facilities and infrastructure. Redevelopment, building better communities throughout California. The California Community Foundation helps families that are losing their homes. We are a nonprofit that makes grants to charities through the generosity of individual donors. During these turbulent times, our grants are helping homeowners at risk of mortgage default or foreclosure. We are also one of LA's most innovative investors in permanent, low-income housing. The California Community Foundation is LA's foundation. We are working to strengthen communities and improve the quality of life for all. To learn more, go to www.calfund.org.
Well, hello everybody, I'm Hugh Hauser, and right now I'm standing in this wonderful little park in the community of Signal Hill, which is a community located about 30 miles, 25 or 30 miles southwest of Los Angeles, near Long Beach, right near the Pacific coast. And we are here to spend the day not only in this park, but in the community that surrounds this park, because what has happened here in this community in Signal Hill makes this one of the finest communities anywhere in the area. In fact, this community is a wonderful example of the very best of California's communities. Okay, our adventure begins. We're standing in this wonderful little park in Las Brisas. I'm standing here with the city manager of the city of Signal Hill. And Ken, Signal Hill, for people who don't know it, is one of those cities that is surrounded by another city. What's the deal?
Well, Signal Hill basically surrounded by Long Beach. Oil was discovered here back in 1919, and the city formed itself to protect it from the city of Long Beach.
So you're the hole in the donut.
Yes, we are.
Signal Hill is the hole and Long Beach is the donut.
There you go.
And I was interested in finding out what used to be right here on this spot, and you brought some pictures which are very dramatic.
I actually brought you a picture from 1925. It shows the oil field in this area. There's actually a railroad that went through, tanks and refineries, derricks. So it's really fascinating to think this whole area at one time was just a big oil field.
So this was and is oil country, because you still pump a lot of oil here. It's just not in those big derricks above the ground.
That's right. Over a million barrels a year of oil still come out of Signal Hill. We have 400 active wells.
All right, that sets the stage, because what we're really here to talk about is what used to be here just a few years ago. Describe to everybody, and we got some very graphic pictures to show them, what was here on this very spot where we are today?
Well, this neighborhood was a real mess. I asked the police department when I came on board, take me to the worst neighborhood in Signal Hill. So one night they drove me out here, and this was basically all run-down housing. A lot of the housing had been abandoned, boarded up. We had squatters, we had cars triple parked in the streets, gangs, drug activity.
Right here?
Yeah, all right here. This was one of the worst neighborhoods that I'd ever encountered in my 30 years working for cities.
All right, so what did the good people of Signal Hill and the redevelopment agency here at Signal Hill, what did you decide to do about this? How do you tackle something like this?
Well, it was a massive problem, and really without the redevelopment agency this wouldn't be here, what you're looking at today. But we decided to go in and start purchasing all of the units that were in here, and there were essentially about 30 buildings that had been abandoned, and the city through the agency would purchase them. And then we worked with Abode Communities to come up with a plan that included the park and a community center, which we'll show you a bit later, and all of this new housing.
So your idea was to take one of the most blighted areas in the entire city, and rather than it continuing to be a blight and an eyesore and socially unacceptable, really, because this was not a functioning area.
No,
really.
It was not.
Do something with it.
That's right.
That was a tall order, wasn't it? Was it almost insurmountable? Did you Did you dream that this could actually happen?
Well, when I first came on board as city manager, the council said, do something with Las Brisas. I didn't know what to do. So yeah, it was insurmountable to begin with. But basically pulling it together, slowly coming up with a plan, using our redevelopment agency. We actually put $10 million of redevelopment agency money into this project. It's a $35 million project to really make it go. So without redevelopment, this project wouldn't be here. It'd still be a rundown neighborhood, maybe even worse.
Give us a wave, kids. They're the kids having their picnic lunch out here in the park. Now, Ken, you've described what a terrible blighted area this was and how the city and the redevelopment agency wanted to do something about it. So now you basically took this problem and handed it off to this lady right here.
That's right. I said, Robin, have it. It's yours.
All right, it's yours. Come on, kid. Well, Robin, it's just me and you standing out here now. You got this neighborhood at its worst. Now, how did your company, how do you deal with what you were handed?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I have to say that the city didn't just hand it off. The city of Signal Hill has been an incredible partner in revitalizing this neighborhood. And one of the first things that Abode community did in coming into this neighborhood is really work with the city and work with the resident to identify what the issues were out here and what they really wanted the community to look like.
All right, let me interrupt you because we kind of know what some of the issues were. Yeah. This was a blighted neighborhood. We've seen the pictures. The houses were falling down. The buildings had been condemned. There was gang activity in the area. So how do you tackle something like that?
Well, you will notice as you walk around the development, one of the things that we did was put front porches on. So you bring eyes to the street so that people are looking at what's going on. The park was created to bring activities for the kids out here. We have the community center. And physically, we wanted to change the architecture of the property to really make it look well as well. So we did this master plan that really wanted to make it a really vibrant community.
Okay, so now the master plan, these are some of the original buildings that you rehabbed.
Correct.
Over here.
That's
so you
right.
kept some of the original stuff.
That's correct. On this side of the street, we did a major acquisition rehab, and we actually added a third bedroom onto the 2-bedroom apartments so that they could really serve the larger families.
And then over here
is a new construction development, and it serves families as well as seniors, so we have an intergenerational development.
And this is what you call affordable housing. And you were kind of defensive about that term too, weren't you?
Yes, because oftentimes when people think about affordable housing, they think about poorly designed development or really not well managed development. And as you look around this community, you see a development that is well designed, that's well managed, that fits great within the community. What makes it affordable is that families are based upon government programs. Families should pay about 30% of their income in rent. Average apartment in LA County is about $1,700. A family making about $30,000 a year can't afford that.
Yeah.
And this development, a family gets an apartment for $200 to $500 compared to the average 2-bedroom in the county.
And they're nice places. It's a nice community.
That's right.
It feels good. It looks good.
Yes.
And it's 3:30. And you know what that means?
Kids will be here soon, and that was really important because we have about 500 residents here, most of whom are kids, and so it was really important to create this park so that they had recreation here. But just across the street is a community center where we have after-school programs for our kids. We have an incredible college preparation program, and we actually have a scholarship program, so we help kids go to college
because when people think about affordable housing, they think about the housing unit. But what we're going to explore today is that it's a lot more than that. It's the whole sense of community, and it's about what's available for kids and adults to take advantage of. So let's leave the park, because it's getting hot out here anyway, and go find the kids. Now, I got to tell you, this is not what I expected. I expected a room full of bedlam going on here.
No.
Where are we, Anna? What are we looking at right now?
Right now, what you're looking at is our community center. And what is going on right now behind scenes is our after-school program. We have our after-school program that is offering the homework support.
Well, they're not doing homework now. They're making something.
They are
Arts
now
and crafts.
there's arts and crafts. There was a little change today because there is Mother's Day coming up,
They're making something for mom.
and they are making something for mom.
This is something that if it weren't here, there wouldn't be anything like this for the kids, would
It
there?
wouldn't. It wouldn't. This is really a very close-knit community. What we offer to the children here is that there is a community center, a computer lab, not too far away from their homes. These are families, for the most part. Las Brisas is composed of low-income, struggling single mother households. The children, mom is out working all day, and the kids really do not have very much around the area. Long Beach offers a lot of services, however, the kids don't have transportation.
Yeah.
So seeing the need of that in the community, both communities really did make a wonderful project here at Las Brisas. With
See, I
the
think I've
community
already
center.
said it earlier on, though, when most people think of affordable housing, they think of a house, an apartment.
Yes.
We don't conceptually think that it also is these extra layers
Exactly.
of after-school programs,
After
of
school-
community centers, of computer labs, of all the things that these communities bring with them.
That is correct, Hugh. That is correct. The residents here are just very gracious, very beautiful people that are hardworking, and the kids really, really do have something to look forward at our community center.
Now, this is exciting. We've moved right across from the other room we were in to what is obviously the computer lab, and this is a beehive of activity over here.
Yes, it definitely is.
What goes on here every day?
Well, basically we do basic computer skills. We teach Word and we teach internet. And just all the basic things kids need to know in order to use the computer.
Are the kids coming here to do their homework?
They use the computers to do their homework and to, socially interact with other people and to play games.
But that's okay, because what's important is that you have this resource here for the residents of Las Brisas.
Oh, it definitely is. I think it's really helpful for everyone that comes in just because it gives them a chance to use technology that they don't have in their homes.
And they get instruction, they get help,
They do.
they get guidance.
Yes, we have an adult class 2 days a week where we just teach everything that you would need to know about a computer. And then in our after-school program, I do basic computer education for all the kids that come in. It's like,
Great.
little education and then games and fun.
Simon says, put your hands on your knees. Simon says, touch your toes.
Touch your knees.
Touch.
No, Simon
All
says.
out, all out.
See?
you didn't say Simon
Your
says.
name is?
Angela.
Okay, and you work with these kids every day.
Every day.
After school.
After school,
So
yes.
this whole area, and we've got a whole big playground out here, this whole area is for the kids.
It's for the kids, yes.
Wow.
We come out at 4:30 to 5. So in a few more minutes, we will have to be going in.
Are they good kids?
But they're very good kids. Yes.
All right,
they're
let's
very
see.
good kids.
I know how to get them under control playing
Yes.
Simon Says.
Yes, I do.
Simon Says, touch your knees. Simon Says, touch your feet. Simon Says, touch your shoulders. Touch your top of your head.
You're out.
Simon didn't say it. Now we've come inside, and this is very exciting. What is this area called?
This is the classroom for ages 2 to 3 years old, and is open from 6:30 to 6 p.m. The children receive
From 6:30 in the morning
To
till
6
6:30 at night.
right, because majority of the parents are working or they are in school. Based on their work schedule, they are contracted to bring the children in here, and the funding is provided from California Department of Education. Children receive complete hot lunch, breakfast, and also afternoon snack. As you can see, those little cots, they also take 2 hours nap.
Oh, they take a nap time.
Yes, they take 2 hours nap, and they have a developmentally appropriate program that
This is
enhance.
like preschool.
That's right. That's right. Preschool.
Wow, look
Right.
at these kids. Look how
Look at
happy
the-
these. Hey kids, how y'all doing? Oh, wow, what a great group of kids. Hey, kids, how you doing? Give us a wave, kids. Boy, everybody's happy and excited and having a good time. Boy, there's a lot of energy in this room.
Absolutely. And they have been here already 6:30 and it's almost 5 o'clock. They still are full of energy.
So the kids are full of energy. The teachers are getting pooped out.
Oh, yeah.
We got 3 little girls here. Girls, what are your names?
15.
13. Oh, whoa. Oh, my gosh, there's a lot of love over here. Now, are these kids mainly from Las Brisas? They live in this community?
Yes, sir, they do.
So this is an important part of them living here, is having
Correct.
this available to them.
Yes, sir.
And how important do you think this is?
This is very important. This is their life, you know. This is where they're going to grow up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where would they be if they weren't here?
Oh, heaven knows. But we're glad that we're here to provide this for them.
Yeah.
We're very glad that they have this sanctuary.
Yeah, it is a sanctuary, isn't it?
It sure is.
Boy, we got kids everywhere. They really move in on you, don't they?
They do. Oh, yes.
Goodbye, kids. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. Keep waving. I'm going to wear these kids out if it kills me. They've been here all day. Now we're back out by the park. I've hooked up with Janaea, and Janaea, you and your children live here at Las Brisas, right? Do you live right across the street over here?
That's correct.
And what's it like living here?
It's great.
Well, now, you got to tell me more than that. Get excited about this.
There's a lot of resources. They do a lot of activities for my older son. My younger kids, they love coming to play over here at the park during the weekends.
Yeah, because there's always, look at all the kids who are in the park now. We were out here earlier. I guess school was still going. But this place really picks up after school, doesn't it?
Right.
And what kind of a living situation did you have before you moved here?
I am a single working mother. I have 3 children, and we were in a 1-bedroom. And
Paying how much?
we were paying $800.
And now what are you paying?
I paid $918 for a 3
For a 3-bedroom.
and 2 bath
And
and a balcony.
and a balcony, because the balcony's important, isn't it?
It is. It's a great escape.
Yeah, and you know what? But look at this neighborhood. This is a beautiful place to live.
Yes, I feel very privileged.
Did you think that you could live here? Did you think this was something beyond your reach, or was it possible, or did you?
I actually came
How did it
here-
happen?
I came here through a friend. They said they were doing first come, first serve. So I tried it, and I was one of the people that got selected.
Yeah.
So I was really excited.
All right, we've put this off long enough. You know what's next, don't you?
No.
The home tour.
No.
We're going to go see this 3-bedroom apartment. We're springing this on her, but you're ready, right?
As real as I'll ever be.
We're here, and boy, she's squeezing my hand tight, because you're nervous, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
You don't want us doing this, do you?
No, I don't.
Well, wait a minute. This is your home.
That's right, but it's not the weekend.
You clean it up on the weekends.
That's right, on Saturday.
Here's the guy right over here. David, how you doing?
Good.
This is a surprise, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, now what are you going to do? You going to give us the tour?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is a personally guided tour. Come on, Janaea, with us.
Here's the bathroom in which we take baths and wash our hands.
All right, so there's the bathroom.
Okay, just quick shot.
Quick shot of that. All right, come on. Come on, David. Here we go.
And here's my exercise bike where I exercise.
All right, David's exercise bike in the hall. All right, we get the idea. Come on, David. Here we go.
Here's my little brother's bike on which he rides.
Uh-huh, your little brother's bike. And is this your bedroom in here?
Yes, it is.
So here's your bedroom. This is the
And there's my weights.
This is the first bedroom we've seen. And what's this room in here, David?
And here's my little brother and little sister's room. They have a lot of toys.
Uh-huh.
There's the bed, Nemo, the little theme of Nemo.
Look at all the stuffed animals they've got up here.
Little sister's dolls, my little brother.
Are you allowed in here? Is that okay?
I used to be in here. I used to live in here.
Oh, okay. Where do you live now?
In this room over here, I'll show you. Why do you ask?
He's a natural. This is a big apartment. There's another bathroom here, but here's David's room right here.
Here's my room. As you can see, I need to clean up a little bit more. But here's my punching bag, my guitar, my punching gloves. I have my speakers over here.
Uh-huh.
And I have some CDs.
Wow, so you have your own room. Mm-hmm. You didn't have your own room before, did you?
No.
He used to be on this couch on the bed.
Yeah.
So.
And now you've got 3 bedrooms.
Right. So I can send them all to their rooms.
And a balcony.
And a
yourself.
balcony. Right.
Now, what would an apartment like this cost on the open market? A 3-bedroom apartment in a nice neighborhood. What would you be paying?
18 and up.
$1,800?
It was a bad area, maybe about 14.
Really? But right. Even in a bad area, it would cost you $1,400 for something like this.
Easily.
And you're paying $980. $918. $918. You got it down to the dollar. But that's important. I mean, every dollar counts, and that's what this is all about, isn't it?
It is, because it helps me to be able to get more things for my children.
Yeah.
And not struggle as much.
Yeah. I'm walking down Nevada Street, right?
Yeah.
With Amy. Amy and her family have lived here since Las Brisas opened.
Yeah.
2003. And this is your house right here.
We were the first people in here when it started the Las Brisas.
Well, what do you think about this place?
Oh, this Las Brisas is a great place.
In what way?
First, the amount we can afford to pay the rent. Mm-hmm. The community is safe, and because the place of the police is there, and the office is just nearby my house. It's safe, and then the staff in here, they are very approachable, and we can actually the programs like for the scholarship of my son. Mm-hmm. He can avail now, and like the scholarship and the financial aid that they provided us.
So you're getting a lot of benefits.
Yeah, and the computer, I learn a lot in free computer class.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I can research some jobs in there.
And how do you feel about the way the community feels?
Oh, the community is like pleasant and safe, and it's a great place. I can, this is a place that God gave us to my family. It's a perfect place. If God was the one who gave this place, it's a perfect place for us.
Yeah.
And we enjoy living in Iran. We don't want to lose this place.
I don't think you're going to leave.
I don't want.
Let's just stand back and get you. I want to get you just standing right there. That's your house.
Yeah. It's a great place.
It's your home.
It's my home. It's our home.
So now, Robin, I'm beginning to get the picture, because I think I was guilty, just like everybody else is guilty, of thinking that affordable housing means
public housing. Oftentimes when people hear about affordable housing, they think about the public housing that was built in the 1950s,
The projects.
The projects.
Yeah.
The projects. And as you see in this neighborhood, it really is a vibrant community of families and kids, and it's hardworking people that are working jobs that serve our community, and they live in this beautiful place.
And what we've also learned on this adventure is that affordable housing means more than just the actual housing unit itself, although that's important, and we certainly need more affordable housing units in California, but it's much more than just the unit, the apartment, the house.
Well, the housing is important because it allows people to pay a rent that they can afford and be able to afford things like childcare and healthcare. And it's the other resources that you've seen here today, the community centers where kids get after-school program support. The park where they have recreation, the childcare center.
Yeah,
so it's
the computer center.
The computer center. It's all these things because we really, while affordable housing is key to our work, it's about the lives of the residents who live here and really wanting to support their movement towards self-sufficiency and just more economically benefited.
And to feel proud.
Exactly. Oftentimes when I talk to our residents, the thing that gets me the most is this sense of self-dignity and respect and pride that they experience and that their family experience when they have an opportunity to live in one of our developments.
Yeah. So really, when you're talking about affordable housing, you're talking about the housing. There it is right over there. There's the new housing. Over here is the rehabbed housing. You got how many people living here?
About 500 people. And probably about 400 of those are kids.
Yeah. Kids like the ones we're seeing right now in this affordable housing community, which is called
Las Brisas, developed by Abode Communities.
And Las Brisas means?
Las Brisas means breeze, and it's this wonderful breeze that we're getting here from the ocean today.
Well, no, it's not the breeze from the ocean. It's the breeze of the sense that this place gives you when you're here.
Well, thank you very much.
Don't you think?
It
Don't
is.
you
It's just
feel
like
it?
hearing the voices there in the background as you're saying that. It's wonderful. You're right.
It is wonderful, and we've had a wonderful day here in Las Brisas and Signal Hill. This wonderful place. It used to be a mess over here. Now it's a home for over 500 people. And this place, called Las Brisas, is definitely one of the finest of California's communities. See, this is what you're supposed to do, right? Just kind of patrol and be here and have a positive presence and kind of soak in all of this good feeling of what it's like to live in a good neighborhood.
This is what it should be all about.
Yeah.
10 years, 15 years ago in this community, you didn't have this. And now to have to look at it and say this is what it should be and this is what it feels like for it to be this way is a real good feeling.
Las Brisas Community Housing in Signal Hill. What a wonderful California success story. And if you'd like to see this story again, share it with family or friends, or perhaps donate a copy to your local school or library. It's available on DVD. All you have to do is call 1-800-266-5727, and we'll be glad to send it to you right away.
California's Communities is supported by the California Redevelopment Association Foundation, a statewide organization made up of cities, counties, nonprofits, and private businesses sharing a common goal of bringing renewed life to neighborhoods and downtowns by expanding local businesses, creating jobs, building affordable housing, restoring buildings, and improving public facilities and infrastructure. Redevelopment, building better communities throughout California. The California Community Foundation helps families that are losing their homes. We are a nonprofit that makes grants to charities through the generosity of individual donors. During these turbulent times, our grants are helping homeowners at risk of mortgage default or foreclosure. We are also one of LA's most innovative investors in permanent, low-income housing. The California Community Foundation is LA's foundation. We are working to strengthen communities and improve the quality of life for all. To learn more, go to www.calfund.org.